This is my show. Can you dig it? So I'm going to do this softball beginning and how we going to go from it. Welcome, y'all. This is my first and inaugural podcast show. This is the Mac Domespace Show, and I'm here with my first illustrious guest for 2021, and that would be Mr. and DJ Rich, FilthyRich. Can you dig it? Say hi to the people, FilthyRich.
What's good, everybody? What's going on, man?
For most of y'all that don't know, me and Mr. FilthyRich, DJ FilthyRich, go back way ways. As a matter of fact, we come from the same background, if you will. That would be animation and cartoons. And for all y'all that don't know, this is the creator, the originator of the infamous Roach Motel TV. That is voiced by many characters, especially those that you know as Carlos Miller, Chico Bean, and DC Young Fly, just to name a few, and the 85 South Show. Can you dig it? And this is the DJ for the 85 South Show. Also belong to the infamous Atlanta Coalition DJs. Am I saying that right now?
Yes, sir. Coalition DJs in the building.
So why don't you let all these funky people out here on the Mac Domespace Show know, how did you get started, brother? And how did this all come to be?
Well, that's a loaded question. Which part? The cartoon part, the DJ part? I mean...
Well, tell us how you got started in cartoons first, and then we'll take it from there.
All right. Well, probably like yourself, you know, I've been drawing since I was a kid. You know what I mean? I've always wanted to be a storyteller, and I've always wanted to make cartoons. I think probably when I was showing my age, I think I was like 8 years old when it came out. But the original Transformers, the movie, you know, that movie changed my life, man. Like when I saw that, I was just like, yo, I want to make an animated movie when I grow up. And then, you know, drawing was just something that I've always done. So when I got the chance and I got older, I went to the Art Institute of Philadelphia, and I took, you know, animation. I took up animation, and once I learned how to do it, man, I was hooked.
So how did you come up with the concept, man? Because it's such a brilliant concept, the Roach Motel TV. I mean, who the fuck would think of some shit like that? I'm telling you, only a nigga from Philly, for real. So how did you come up with the initial concept, brother?
You know, smoking weed and having roaches. You know what I mean? Now, when I first moved to Atlanta, me and my homies, we had an apartment out on Six Flags Drive, which is the hood. You know what I'm saying?
Talk that shit. Where's that? What neighborhood is that out in there?
That's the West Side. That's
West
on the
Side.
West Side. Yeah. Okay. Yep. So, you know, we had an apartment and we was in there doing what we do. You know, we was young in our 20s, so we was, you know, we were all, you know, shit, we was trapping, you know what I'm saying? We was hustling, we was trapping. I was still going to school, you know what I mean? But we, you know, we was getting money. And the apartment that we lived in got a lot of foot traffic because we were, you know, just popular niggas, you know what I'm saying? We threw parties, we did all kind of shit.
Okay, then.
One day I had a homework assignment for the Art Institute, and it was a storyboard class. So in my class, the assignment was go home and come up with a story, storyboard it out, and bring it back. So I'm sitting at the crib, bored. I can't come up with any ideas. I'm smoking, and I look and I see a fucking roach crawling across the table.
Oh, hell no.
Ashtray. So,
man,
you know, we young, and it wasn't my first encounter with roaches at all. Obviously, you know, we niggas, you know how we move, but not to say all niggas have roaches, just saying.
Yeah, well, you just did. You just said all niggas have roaches. And a matter of fact, I think all niggas do have roaches, as a matter of fact.
Niggas ain't scared of roaches. I say that. You know,
some niggas even look like roaches.
Yeah, some niggas do look like roaches. So, you know, this wasn't my first roach encounter, obviously, but I'm high and I'm watching a roach and he climbs in the ashtray and he's like fucking with the weed in there.
Oh my God, for real?
Yeah, I swear. So I'm like, damn, what if the roaches that live in our apartment is just like us? Like, I wonder what their story would be like. So I did a whole storyboard about, you know, these two roaches that are roommates in the wall, and they basically are infatuated with us and the, you know, how we chase girls and we smoke and we kick it. So, you know, I turned it in, and I really honestly thought I was gonna get in trouble for it, you know what I'm saying? Because I was like, damn, I don't know if I should be doing something like this. But my teacher pulled me to the side and he was like, yo, I think this is genius. I think you need to maybe develop this. And I was like, damn, all right. And that just gave me the little confidence I needed. And, you know, I just never stopped. Like, I just fell in love with these characters in this world, and I never stopped telling the story. You know what I mean?
Most definitely, man. I've always been an admirer, if nothing else, of your artwork. But when I first seen the Roach Motel TV, all I can think of was brilliance. You know, I mean, seriously, can you dig it? Just real brilliance. because I couldn't believe that such a raw ass concept was being told so comedically.
Well, yeah, that was the thing too. You know, I was big on, because, you know, it's a slippery slope, right? You know,
Right.
I'm still an intelligent person. You got to understand, white people, even black people, are, you know, there's a lot of ways that people could be offended by me having roaches. You know, you could have white people saying, you know, you have black people saying, yo, you're letting white people look at us like roaches. You could have white people saying this is offensive to black people. So, you know, I wanted to make sure that the comedy was number one, first and foremost, so they knew that we're not taking ourselves that serious. Like, it's not that serious, my nigga. I'm really just telling ghetto stories from a roach perspective. It's basically what it is. You know what it is? In a nutshell, Bugs Life, right? The Disney movie of Bugs Life.
Oh, most definitely.
Ants and crickets and things like that. They were all white. So in the insect world, who would the real niggas be?
They would be roaches.
Yeah. I'm just telling ghetto stories from an insect perspective.
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what really fascinates me about it is how you were able to bring so many talented personalities together and make a cohesive script. I mean, you've done everything from BET ciphers to music videos, and might I even add how the animation has improved over the years.
Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, greatly improved. I mean, you're working with Lumacams, you're tracking, you know, establishing shots. I mean, I'm like, damn, Rich. wait for a Negro or some shit. Goddamn, let us catch up.
Well, you know, that comes from just experience, right? And practice. Like anything you do, you're gonna get better at it the more you do it. And you know, I animate the whole show by myself. So
wait a minute, hold on. You trying to tell me you animate that whole mother loving show by your damn self?
Yeah. I can't afford to hire other animators. Start doing myself.
Man, we got to put the blunts in the air for the one time. Put the blunts in the air for the one time for your homeboy, for the homeboy DJ FilthyRich. God dang, yo. He is a son of a mother lover. That show is right. Man. So how long does it take you to produce an episode?
It just depends, man. But on average, I try to keep them around between like 7 and 9 minutes. And it takes me about 6 weeks. If I really bust my ass, about 6 weeks.
And I really want people to understand that animation is not a spectator sport, especially when you're doing what you do, to have to take all the audio, master that and edit that down, and then connect it to the visemes, which are how the mouse moves, y'all. And then to be able to produce a high quality video within a certain amount of time. That this is amazing. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We are literally looking at the Black Disney, y'all.
and you know what? First and foremost, though, bro, I gotta write it. You know what I'm saying? And people forget about that part too. Like, it's a whole process. I still have to come up with these concepts and the dialogue and these, you know, for these characters. Touch the computer to animate.
That is amazing. That is amazing, brother. So just for GP and shout out, where can we find the Roach Motel TV mostly?
Oh, definitely the roachmotelcartoon.com. You can go to the Roach Motel TV on YouTube, and also obviously the 85 South YouTube page. All the episodes are available on there too.
Now, the 85 South show, since you did mention that, let me say something, and I just want to say this right quick. Tell Chico Bean, cut that shit off. Anyway, as I was saying, the 85 South show, now you're the DJ. You're one of the DJs for that, right?
Yeah.
Explain to me how that came to be. Like, how did you get a part of it? Because, you know, you guys have now reinvented the talk show. You have been reinvented the comedy diaspora. How did you get involved with them brothers?
You know what, bro? And this is why I say, like, when you work hard, things just happen, because it was so organic. It's crazy. So a long time ago, I used to rap, and when I was rapping, I used to rap with my homeboy David Rush. David Rush is actually my partner with the Roach Motel. He plays Roscoe.
All right now.
Yeah, he's
shout out to David Rush.
Yeah, exactly. David Rush. That's my dog, man. That's family. So, you know, he was the first person I ever tapped to even get on the Roach Motel with me. So I play Ray, the main character, and I play Stan, the human, and David Rush plays Roscoe and Rico. So we used to rap together, and we used to rap with a guy in the same studio as this guy named Berg. Berg is Lala, Anthony's brother. So this is, you know, another lifetime. But anyway, fast forward, maybe like 5 years ago, Dave ran into Berg and they were just chopping up and catching up. And Dave told him that we were working on this cartoon. Berg went to a networking event and met a guy named Chad. And Chad said he was looking for some animation, somebody who could do some animated skits for 85 South. Berg passed my number along. I went to go meet Chad, Joe, and Kat, who are the executive producers of 85. And this is in the beginning stages. Like, I think they had only been out for maybe like 6 months. Like, this is in the beginning of the podcast.
Right, because you was down from the foundation.
Yeah. This was the beginning, bro. Like, the beginning. I wasn't even aware of the podcast when I met them. You know what I mean? So, but when we met, they just some real dudes, man. Like, they're just like me. Like, they were pro-Black, hustling ass entrepreneur. They're businessmen. They're good people with good hearts and vision. You know what I mean? And we just hit it off. So I showed them the hotel because it's the only thing I really had to show. And they were just like, listen, instead of you animating skits, why don't we just combine and have the guys be characters on your cartoon? I'm like, shit, hell yeah, let's do it.
Now that right there is funky with a capital F. Can you dig it? I love that shit right there, man. When Black folks can get together and personifies and collectivize and just, just make some things just even come out and sprinkle it and make it even more better. Because the more better makes it more better. Can you dig it?
I can dig
that is something real. Now you said something that of course Mac can't let go. You used to be a rapper. Now Mac personally knows, because Mac personally has even got a couple of your SoundCloud things as it were. And we was just wondering, what was your rap moniker that you went by again?
Oh, I was FilthyRich. I was FilthyRich. And then, at first, and then there was like another FilthyRich in Cali. So I just started using my real name, Rich Graham.
Okay.
My real name, because I was kicking on real shit anyway. I ain't no alias for real.
Hey, are you any relation to Marcus Graham? I know to work down at the advertising. Never mind. Anyway.
Hey, you know what's funny about that? I named my son after him.
I said that in reference to that. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to big up to the Graham family. Blow the blunt in the air for the Graham family one time. Thank you. Family man and everything. So as we're going on the rap career, why did you stop rapping?
I mean, the industry is whack.
That's true.
Simple as that. You know what I mean? Like, I was exposed to a lot of things that I wasn't comfortable with being a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a lot of phony shit. It's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes that were just making me uncomfortable that I just didn't like. I just thought it was corny, to be honest with you. Like, I got antisocial. I would be around the biggest rappers in the world and I just didn't like their vibe. I just wasn't feeling the game, man. I love hip hop to death, but I don't like the game.
I can totally dig it. And I understand some things that need not be spoken because, we still moving and grooving in the entertainment industry, but I can go ahead and cohort and co-sign. Mac Domespace don't do no boy pussy. Anyway, we know, as we already know, that the industry can be rife with situations that might make you uncomfortable, but you got to keep rolling, and rolling on you did. As a matter of fact, not only did you roll over to animation and writing and directing and producing, also, I believe that you are an entrepreneur when it comes to the fashion industry. You want to kick a little bit about what's going on with your fashion line, brother?
Well, yeah, definitely. Well, it started with really just creating my own merch for the Roach Motel first, me and my wife. We just decided to do it in-house because, when you do animation, there's no money in it. You know what I mean? So I was trying to find a way to at least capitalize off all the work. So we started making our own merch, and then we started getting good at it. And then, we partnered up with my cousin. He had a clothing line he created called ALCHEMIST, which means I'm busy in French. And it's a whole style that we stand by. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a DJ, I'm an animator, I'm a writer, I'm a producer. You know what I mean? I'm a creative director at 85. I wear a lot of hats, so I'm busy. I'm busy all the time. So we just thought it was a brand that we could stand by and push to the people. And, so that's what we push it, man. It's called ALCHEMIST. We're in our first year and we're doing well, man. It feels good. It's dope.
Man, I can dig it, brother. I can dig it. So what's your projections for the future? I mean, what's going on a little bit on down the line for DJ FilthyRich? What's really good?
Well, the first thing is, I'm the host of all the Coalition DJs events. So we have our 15th anniversary coming up, our anniversary concert, which we do every year in Atlanta. It's the biggest concert of the year. So I'll be hosting that. That'll be Martin Luther King weekend. So y'all make sure if y'all in Atlanta, y'all come holler at us. You'll see me on the stage with, the biggest and the brightest stars every year.
Wow, brother.
you know, it's all about, this is the year of the Roach Motel, man. Like I've paid the dues, I've put in the groundwork, you know, I've made the proper alliances. So, you know, we have some big things coming this year, man. You know, I have some announcements I'm looking forward to making, but you know, until that ink dry, it don't mean nothing. You know what I mean?
It don't mean a thing until you got that ink and that ring. You're right. You're right about that.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
Most definitely. But we all know, and we are fans of the Roach Motel TV, and we all know that this thing needs to be on network television. So right now, just give me a second. Mac is going to go ahead and say something to the little babies out there. To all you Netflix executive, all you animation executives, all you movie executives out there who now want to believe that Black Lives Matter. What you also got to understand is Black creatives matter too. And what you're looking at is a brother right now that is bona fide, certified, and sanctified. I tell you right now, I ain't gonna tell no lie. Mac Domespace won't lie to you. It's real in the Ville. Roach Motel TV is a bona fide hit, and why you crackers ain't hopped on the damn bandwagon, I have no idea. But ayo, as my boy like to say, y'all motherfuckers need to get hip to the T. And that's the truth. Anyway, getting back to the get back. What's 2020? What has 2020 meant for you? I have to ask everybody this now. What has 2020 meant for you?
Me personally, I mean, I think it helped me sit down, bro, because I don't know how to sit still. You know what I mean? Like if I'm not being productive, I go crazy. You know what I mean? So I'm a creative, so I have to be creating. So, you know, once Corona shut down the clubs in Atlanta, at least on the DJ side, it gave me a time to really sit in the house and plot and strategize and be able to spend more time with my kids. You know, my kids, they know daddy works a lot. You know what I mean? Like the thing that probably comes out of their mouth the most is, dang, daddy, you got to work again. You know, so it was good to be able to just sit and just spend quality time with them and, you know, just enjoy their time. And luckily, I was blessed enough to save my paper. So, you know, that 6 months or whatever where the clubs was closed, it didn't really affect me. You know what I'm saying? I just got to get quality time and regroup and, you know, show me, you know, sometimes it's good to sit down.
Right on.
I had to sit down, man.
I can dig it. So to sum it up in one word, what was 2020?
In one word.
In one word, brother.
I'm going to use 2 words.
Okay.
2020 was my bitch because I had a good 2020.
You know what?
2020 my bitch.
You know what?
I launched the clothing line.
You know what?
In 2020, I'm good. I had a good 2020. Man.
Oh man.
I mean, 2020 my bitch.
You know what? It can't be said no better, brother. Right now, we know you got a lot going on, so we gonna go ahead and take time and wrap this up. But once again, we have been speaking to the illustrious, the infamous, the notorious DJ FilthyRich, the creator, writer, producer, animator, and all around bad mofo for the Roach Motel TV, y'all. And that's roachmoteltv.com. And also get your gear, pick up the merch, say hi to the boys and girls. Everybody needs a Roach Motel TV. Yep, rock it right there, y'all. So once again, y'all, I'm saying goodbye to the homie DJ FilthyRich, creator, animator, and never can be duplicator. He is also going to be hosting the Coalition DJs MLK weekend this month down in Atlanta, y'all. So if y'all can get there, and don't forget, social distancing is only true if you only ain't black. So anyway, as we sign off, we must remember love, peace, and hair grease. And this is the Mac Domespace Show, y'all. I'm out this bitch.
Appreciate you, bro.